Rushed work is sloppy at best and deadly at worst.
No visible reaction to K-14. We'll start making this trouble. The dosage will be much larger this time. And the side effects will likely
Terminal somewhere.
Will there be any pain?
I honestly don't know. I suppose it's your job to find out. Now hold still. You can return to the dunes and remember to report.
Sweet.
That was something to experience.
I hope I'll pull the useful test subjects for you, Doctor.
All systems nominal.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide.
I'll pass along your
Welcome.
message, Doctor.
Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here. See that you do.
Welcome to the Institute, sir.
Operating at
I'm seriously thinking of heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
What now?
They're dragging
So much
their feet on
research,
the targeting
so little
package
time.
upgrades I asked.
Be careful
Maybe I
wearing
should
that.
take some courses
You
with
might be mistaken for a Brotherhood of Steel soldier.
There's enough
Rumor
friction
is
as it is.
advanced
between us
systems
and
are
pretty much
starting
all
a
the other
new
departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well.
Hey, Doc.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Stay out of my way, or you'll regret it.
That sounds a bit like a threat. I'm sure I'm just misunderstanding you, though. Threats aren't advisable for someone in your position. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
Why would synths want to escape?
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
Why does it matter?
If there is some defect in Courser combat programming, then it must be identified and corrected. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely. If the robotics division was more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Like any machine, a synth can malfunction. Just wish it didn't happen so often.
Hey,
I swear I spend half my time smoothing the feathers that Justin ruffles. We need to be able to collaborate with the other divisions, and that's a lot harder when they're always angry at us.
what's Justin doing that's causing friction?
Oh, he's just pushy and demanding. He thinks his problem should be everyone's biggest concern. I have to admit, though, the other divisions have never taken our needs as seriously as they should. Guess they see us as a necessary evil or something. It's really not fair. Oh, just listen to me. It's the first chance we've had to get acquainted, and all I want to do is complain. In any case, it was good to meet you.
Power armor is sturdy enough, but it limits your mobility. Always be vigilant. We have many enemies.
unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption to a minimum.
Doc.
Also, if you haven't patched your navigation software, do so after this meeting. It's a real juggling act, trying to keep all the systems down here operating in the green. I lose sleep worrying about when the next blackout's gonna hit.
Looks like everything's running great. I'd say you're doing your job.
Hey, thanks. It's nice to be appreciated. Most people just take my work for granted. It's the kind of work that only gets noticed when something goes wrong, if you know what I mean. There's some stuff I need to check on. See you around, yeah? All right. That's all for now. Resume your duty.
Remember to practice good sanitation habits at all times.
Feels like this project has been going on for months.
If it were just a limb twitching, but her eyes were moving as well. Involuntary twitching and rapid eye movement only means one thing. You just don't want to admit to yourself if you're about to love one of those about artificial symptoms and machines for souls.
Don't bother. I've heard enough of this. Down from memory.
But we can't just ignore that. If a sin can breathe, why can't it have a soul? And if a sin has a soul, then it is a real person by every standard. Of course it is far more comfortable to make a dance machine, so we can do what we want with it.
If you disapprove of the work we do here,
Just remember, simple ways to open everyone's eyes to new possibilities.
wait, it's an unwanted distraction. We're men of science, philosophers. Do well to remember that.
Welcome to the Institute. Please step right this way.
I don't know if you've noticed, but I've increased synth responsiveness by 0.04%.
Hi, Doc.
Ah, it's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for any frustrating since the call.
They're requesting replacement courses. Quite a few. Guess they lost the whole group. Is this some sort of...
Gotta find the terminal. Nice.
Requisition clearance granted. How may I help you?
Hey,
Welcome. Do you require additional supplies?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Hello. Please ensure that your dietary requirements are being filled.
Let's see what you got.
I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Greetings, sir. Welcome to the commissary. Would you care for food?
take down a Brotherhood soldier?
Good to see you.
Scanning. Subject identified. Reporting status. All functions normal.
So you were there the day the bombs fell? That must have been terrifying.
Excuse me,
Not
I've
yet.
got reports to
I've been
deliver.
reviewing Father's plans to expand.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine.
Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Take care, then.
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Now that you've had a chance to see the Institute firsthand, what do you think?
First things first. How do I get back to the surface?
The same way you got in, of course. You are not a prisoner here. You may come and go as you please. Ultimately, all our knowledge and resources are focused on a single goal. The goal is best summarized by our motto: mankind redefined. Unfortunately, no advancement comes without occasional setbacks. As remarkable as our synths are, they can be dangerous without proper supervision. The superior synth mind and body attempting to wrestle with something approaching free will can be a recipe for chaos.
If the synths are intelligent and self-aware, then they have a right to free will.
However closely they may approximate human behavior, they are still our creations. When you see what I have to show you, I think you'll agree that we know what is best for our synths. A rogue synth has taken over the Raider gang at Libertalia. His memories have been erased, and his identity altered. He believes he's a man named Gabriel. Under his leadership, the Raiders have taken many innocent lives. I've dispatched a courser to Libertalia. I'd like you to join him and reclaim that synth.
We'll bring that synth home.
That would be best for everyone. Now you should get moving. Many people are in danger, and a delay could cost lives.
Father's a great man.
Synth unit.
You must be
You
very
were scheduled.
Excuse
Nothing
me.
to
Be
report,
on the
sir.
lookout
I
for
carried out my
unusual
duties,
synth behavior.
as usual.
Dr. Ao saw you accessing a
When the
terminal.
lights go down,
You
and
know
the
you are
stars
not
come out,
permitted to access
man,
just a
Yes,
routine
I mean,
patrol,
no,
sir.
he's not. But I was only...
What is it?
I
Carry on,
was,
sir.
But I swear it's not what it sounds like. I was cleaning the terminal, and it switched on by mistake. I was just shutting it down.
Was that a stutter? Have you developed a defect, unit? Maybe you need to be reset.
Sir, I
It must
assure
make
you
you
that
proud to
won't be
see
necessary.
all that Father
It
has
won't
done.
happen again.
All
See
that
that
he
it
has built.
doesn't. You don't want me to tell you twice. Now get back to your duties.
I wish you could have
Hey there.
known Father
Report
as we
anything
have.
suspicious to the SRB.
Three levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
Dad says I'm as good as he is with computers.
Most people are good at breaking things. I enjoy putting them back together.
Here's that holotape you gave me. Full of Institute data. I hope.
Well, all right. I'll start digging into this and see if I can make heads or tails of it.
There's probably nothing useful on there anyway.
No way to tell until I take a look. All the good stuff on here is going to be encrypted. So the first job is to see if I can crack it. After that, well, I'll have to see what I've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe.
You've been traveling for a spell. I was hoping to have some words with you.
What do you want to talk about?
I'm used to flying solo, but I got to admit, working with you makes me think I've been missing out. Having someone watching your back is refreshing, especially since you never know when the Institute is watching.
Feelings mutual.
I gotta say, you make it look easy, but you have some built-in advantages. Some people at HQ are jealous. You took the big nap and everyone you knew is long gone. Now, hear me out on the silver lining. If a human in the railroad slips up, then they expose friends and loved ones to danger. You're safe from that.
Well, I guess I'm a little lucky then.
What's done is done, and the upshot is you're in a position where you can act openly. If you go to ground, there's little the coursers can do about it. It doesn't matter much to me. I'm a synth. At least that's what they tell me. So I really don't have anything to lose. For Glory and me and the others, it's easier to dedicate ourselves to the cause.
I had no idea.
I figured you deserved to know. I was one of the first to get the whole cranium reboot, and let's just say it was a learning experience for everyone. Since we're traveling together, I want you to take this. It's my recall code. If you ever need to know something about the Institute, read it to me.
I appreciate the trust.
Yeah, well, about that. Don't use the code unless you absolutely have to. It'll wipe my memories. I'm not sure how much of me will even be left. You know, I'd just feel better if you didn't read it until you need it.
Hey.
What's the word? You know, I'm having second thoughts on the whole recall code. Wait, you read it, didn't you?
Why shouldn't I read it?
Just in case it gets stuck in your head. You know, like if I say Rad Roach. Now, don't think of Rad Roach. See? You thought of it. And if it's a real simple code, then one slip and goodbye, Deacon. Anyway, only read it if you have to. You know, ammo isn't cheap. Can we just pay you to play dead?
This is a workout.
be the courser I'm supposed to meet.
Yes, sir. Designation X688. I've already neutralized the perimeter guard. Just give the word, and we can start the assault on the main flotilla.
I doubt you can keep up with us, Trenchcoat. Best you stay on the bench.
What do we know about this synth, Gabriel?
Designate. He's.
Uh-huh.
So.
All right, let's go.
Right behind you, sir.